Hey y'all, we back. Man, now this one is a big one for me now, because I got bills to pay. Now look, y'all, a former juvenile probation officer faces more than 560 years in prison after investigators say she used a government database to spy on an active fentanyl trafficking investigation. Then had the nerve to leak secret arrest warrants to the to the drug group her own father was tied to, y'all. Man. Now her bond is set at 1.14 million dollars. Her name is, she go by the name Crystal Lawson. 32, y'all. She 32. Who get 500? How can you spend 560 years in prison? I know nobody can't do that. It ain't no 560 years to do in prison. You ain't gonna last long. Like, wait, what was she thinking? So what we gonna do, y'all? We gonna get into, wow, her court, her raw video of her in court. Sister, okay, ain't no Black Lives Matter right here for you now. You put yourself in this situation. You made your own choices. All right, y'all, check this out. I think it's something being the weave in their hair that they put in it to make these folks do what they do, because that ain't making no sense.
All right, Ms. Lawson, good morning, good afternoon. You're here on 114 counts. 131 through 113 is computer crimes unauthorized access pursuant to Florida Statute 811.062A. And count 114 is unlawful use of a two-way communication device. It is by warrant. Your counts, each count carries a $10,000 bond. And no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, no contact with any victim witnesses, no computers, and no internet use unless it's for the purpose of communicating with your lawyer. Good luck to you.
We would like to ask for a reassessment of the bonds here. She is charged with, I believe, there has been assessed $10,000 on every single count. There's over 40 counts here. We'd be asking for a global bond of some sort, maybe a primary offense and then secondary offenses. There are, obviously there's the same charges for each count. flight risk. All of her people were here. She's never had a failure to appear that we're aware of. And just as the bonds are set right now, I think they're set at like $410,000. The family still needs to support that. It's not a reasonable bond, so it's stand amounts and no bond. So my ask was that we leave the primaries 10,000 and then maybe like a 500 per account after that. As subsidiary bonds or secondary bonds, something like that. I believe that Miss Lawson can't be in the community without there being a risk that she's not going to return to court or danger to the community or otherwise.
All right, motion is denied. Thank you very much.
The judge said denied. Thank you very much.